guys, this is Kirby 707 and welcome to my 200 subscriber special Q&A. Wow, yeah, I made it to 200 subs and I really thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I couldn't have done it without you guys' support from YouTube and DeviantArt. And so to celebrate 200 subscribers, I'm going to do a Q&A. So, thank you guys for sending in your questions, whether it's from DeviantArt or YouTube. So yeah, I'm gonna get started right now. Alright, I won't be revealing names, but the next 5 set of questions is from one person from YouTube. So let's get started. Alright, first question. What made you start Let's Playing? I didn't start Let's Playing till 2010 in August. But before that, like around 2008, I came across watching Let's Plays and all that, and actually my cousin introduced me to Let's Play and he showed me Chaka Conroy's Let's Play and they looked pretty interesting, and I started watching his, and then I started expanding more on other Let's Players such as Nintendo Capri Sun, and yeah, that pretty much made me start Let's Playing because it looks really fun and all that. So I'm like, hey, why not? Maybe I could try this someday whenever I have my own camcorder. But around that time, I didn't have a camcorder until my birthday in 2010, and that's when I started Let's Playing. And yeah, that's what made me start Let's Playing. Alright, next question. How long do you plan on Let's Playing? It really depends. I'm not even sure. I mean, maybe the next 2 years. I don't feel like, I'm gonna quit Let's Playing. But, I mean, as long as I have, like, tons of video games, then I'll be able to LP them. I mean, as long as I have a lot of video games to LP, then I'm probably gonna be sticking for quite a while. So I'm not even sure when I'm gonna stop, but in the future, I don't think I'm gonna stop until whatever. I don't know. Alright, next question. What review games do you plan on doing for this year? I cannot tell you. I don't reveal my Let's Plays, my future Let's Plays, in my videos or in my my info, my channel. I don't reveal my next Let's Play. Maybe to a few of my friends on YouTube what Let's Play I'm gonna do, like in a personal message. But other than that, I don't tell what games I'm gonna do. But if you want a hint for my next Let's Play, it really depends which one I'm gonna do. I'm either feeling for another Zelda game or another RPG. That really depends what I'm in the mood for, because I'm kind of juggling which one should I LP for my next Let's Play after Ocarina of Time. It really depends. Alright, next question. Would you Let's Play a Resident Evil game? Oh my god. Sorry, but no, I don't own any of the games in the series, and plus, it's not my type of game, and I don't really like zombie horror games. I'm not much of a Resident Evil person or zombie horror. I mean, I like gothic stuff, dark theme, but I don't like zombie and horror. That's the only thing that's kind of weird about me, is that I like gothic, themes, but I don't like zombie horror stuff. I don't know. I find zombies overrated. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't own any Resident Evil games, so how can I LP a Resident Evil game if I don't have a Resident Evil game? And plus, I wouldn't LP in the first place because I'm not interested in Resident Evil. Anyway, next question. Who are your role models? This was actually asked a lot, but yeah, my role models will have to be Masay and Nella, because she is an awesome artist and an awesome Let's Player, and she's pretty much similar like me. Like, I'm an artist and a Let's Player as well, and she's really amazing. I really love her commentary, her sense of humor. Like, she doesn't really have a sense of humor, but the way she rages and all that is kind of reminds me of me, so I don't know, I could kind of compare to her, so me and her are kind of alike. And Nintendo Capri Sun, he's just an awesome guy. Like, he doesn't really just talk about the game, he just talks about his own life as well, which is really interesting sometimes. And plus, he's funny, especially with the in the bathroom stuff. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this person's question. Alright. Now the next stack of questions from another person on YouTube, and he subscribed to me recently. Alright, so his first question is, will you do a Let's Play of Super Metroid? Unfortunately no, because I don't own any Metroid games with me, and plus I never played Super Metroid. The only Metroid game I ever played was multiplayer on Metroid 2, but that was my cousin's game, and I played it like maybe once or twice. It was actually pretty fun, but I don't have any Metroid games, so how can I LP a Metroid game if I don't have one? Same thing with Resident Evil. But yeah. Okay, next question. Oh, this is a odd question actually. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Oh my god, I don't do well with jokes. Like I'm not much. I don't take jokes really in a funny way. Like I don't really understand riddles or jokes. I don't know. I can't really understand that. But all I can think about is a woodchuck would chuck all the wood he could if a woodchuck could chuck wood. That's all I can say. All right, next question. What's your favorite video game? Oh my god. Why did you ask this question? Why? Why did you ask this question? I knew this question was gonna come up. I have so many video games that I like. It's really hard to say. I put them in separate categories based on the series that I like. I can't really name the #1 game I like. That is really hard for me because there's so many video games I love. But I'm not just gonna do one. I'm gonna do several that I really love. I do like Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. That is an awesome game. That's my favorite Paper Mario game in the series. I love that game. Paper Mario 2, such an awesome game. The humor in that game is amazing. I love the characters, and some of the characters do develop, and it's just a really amazing game. And plus, I love the soundtrack in that game. It's such an amazing game. And I will LP that game in the future, so it's gonna be one of my favorite games that I'm gonna LP. Another favorite game is Twilight Princess in the Zelda series. That's my favorite Zelda game. It's such an amazing game. I love the soundtrack. Once again, I'm such a music whore, so I love music in games. And plus the graphics in that game, I'm not much of a graphic whore, but the graphics in that game, it makes you feel like you're in the game. And plus, like Hylia looks so beautiful in that game. And I love the characters and the stories. It's just an amazing game. Also, I like Super Smash Bros. Brawl, best fighting game ever. I love it. And also like Kirby's Return to Dreamland. It's such a cute game. I mean, I love the gameplay. They brought back, you know, the classic gameplay to a Kirby game in the Wii. So it was actually an awesome game, and I love the abilities and some of the new abilities in that game. It's actually really amazing. And plus you can play with 3 other players in that game. And I love the minigames too. Also, I like Kid Icarus Uprising. That's such a badass game. I haven't really played the other Kid Icarus game, but that one, oh my god, that is freaking badass. I love Kid Icarus Uprising. I love the soundtrack once again, and the gameplay, and also the dialogue in that game is such hilarious, and I love the characters in that game. Alright, next question. What was the hardest game you ever beat? Oh, I had to think about this one for a little bit. There really isn't a lot of hard games I play. I mostly play just games for entertainment, but not for the challenge. But the 2 games I find really challenging in my list of games is Mario Strikers Charge. I mean, that game isn't that much. There's no like really any story mode. Well, there is a story mode, but okay, it's not really story mode. There's not really any story into it. But the Road to the Striker Cup. Oh my god, unlocking everything in that game was ridiculously hard. I mean, really, it was. Especially unlocking Petey Piranha, which he is the last character to unlock. Which you have to beat everything in the Striker Cup. I mean, you have to fight Petey. He's like one of the hardest players in that game. I mean, really. I remember one time I got up to the finals of fighting Petey Piranha in that game. And I remember oh my god. I was winning in the second match, or the third match. Like, he won the first one, I won the second one, and it came down to the third match. And I was winning, and all of a sudden, he made, like, another point. I'm like, okay, I can catch up, but then he made another point within 30 seconds when the timer was up. And I'm like, shoot, I can't make it. It was really hard. It took me maybe a year to beat that game. Especially all the cheat cards that's in that game. I got everything. All the characters, all the cheat cards, all the stages. I got everything in that game, and I'm never gonna delete that. I am not going through that experience ever again. Also, another hard game for me is Kirby Mass Attack. That game is actually challenging. I mean, it is. It's a different gameplay. It's kind of similar to Kirby's Cameron's Curse, but that game is actually really hard. I mean, you don't have any abilities, you can't inhale, all you can do is tackle enemies, and you gotta keep your your Kirby army alive, and that game is actually really hard. It's really challenging, actually. If you guys don't have that game, you should get it if you're worth a challenge. If you want some challenge, I suggest Kirby Mass Attack, because that game is freaking hard. And I thought Kirby's Camera Curse was hard, but no. Kirby Mass Attack is, in my opinion, one of the #1 hardest game in the Kirby series. And not all Kirby games are hard. There's like a few of them that are hard, but this one is a challenge. Alright, next question from this guy. Now that I'm done, can you untie me? Yes, you're free to go. Go right ahead. I'm done with your questions. Alright, we're done with his questions. Now, next question is from DeviantArt, but he's also on YouTube, but he asked me on DeviantArt. Alright, his first question is, favorite color? I have a few, but the one that stands out the most is plum, which is a different shade of purple. I like the dark purple, and I use it a lot in for my signature in my manga. And yeah, I like plum. I also like it with black. Plum and black kind of mix well together. I like plum and black. It's such, a dark combo, and I love it. I love plum, and it goes well with me for my outfit, so I like plum. And I have, like, some people say purple looks good on me, so I'm like, I'll take that as a compliment. I do like purple and plum. Well, plum. I call it plum. Also, my favorite trio is purple, black, and red. I like that color trio, so it's actually really nice. Alright, next question. Favorite music genre? Okay, the #1 favorite music genre for me is VGMs, video game music. I love whether it's remixes or piano covers, whatever. I just like video game music in general. I love video game music. That's the only music I really listen to like every day whenever I'm on my computer or if I'm doing homework, so yeah. I also like J-rock and J-pop. Well, Japanese rock and Japanese pop, but yeah, they're actually really amazing. I like some of the J-music from animes, like Soul Eater. I love Soul Eater, by the way. I also like Eurotrance, techno, gothic rock. I'm not much of a hip-hop person, but yeah, I pretty much like anything besides country and not so much of rap. I do like some hip-hop, but not a lot. I mostly like my rock, techno, and VGMs. Alright, next question. Will you do co-op commentary with others in future videos? Maybe, with a question mark, maybe. It really depends if there's anybody that wants me to be in their video. As for my channel, I don't really plan on doing any co-commentary videos anytime soon, but you never know. You never know. I mean, maybe in the future I surprise you guys with a special guest in my video or something. But other than that, I'm really not all that sure. I mean, I have Skype, but I don't give it to a lot of people. Only if you're really good friends with me, then I will give you my Skype. But if it's just a random stranger, I have to know you like more to give you my Skype message. I don't give my Skype message to just random people. I had to give it to like people that I can trust or that are good friends with me. But yeah, like if I do co-commentary, it will have to be over Skype, and yeah, and it's kind of hard if I do co-commentary because I don't have a capture device, and I'm not sure if the voice or somebody in my laptop from Skype I can pick up their voices. So I'm not sure. I haven't really tried it yet, but I'm not sure. Maybe I might do co-commentary, but I haven't really thought about it. So we'll see, I guess. Alright, next set of questions from a different person. He's also from DeviantArt. Okay, his first question is, what are your favorite musical artists? I don't know. I have like a lot, but I wouldn't say they're my favorite. I enjoy like, Jennifer Lopez or Psy or any Japanese band or musical artist in Japan or whatever, but I'll have to name 3. One of them is Koji Kondo. He does most of the Zelda music, Mario, and all that stuff. Also, I like Nobuo Uematsu. He did Super Smash Brothers themes, especially Brawl. He composes the music in that game really well. Also, like Yosei Teikoku. She's like in a gothic band, and I like most of her songs. Actually, one of her songs is actually in one of my favorite animes, and I really like her. She's kind of like the Japanese version of Evanescence, in my opinion at least. She's actually really cool to listen to. Alright, next question. Top 5 favorite animes. There's a lot of animes I watch, but not all of them really stand out. Like, I did watch Vampire Knight, Special A, but they're not up there. Like, they're just, like, once in a lifetime anime to watch. Other than that, not really a big fan of those animes. But, my top 5. Number 5 would have to be Pandora Hearts. I actually watched that recently, maybe, like, several months ago. It's actually a really good anime. I came across it. Like, I like the title of it and the description of it when I read the manga. The manga is actually really great. But of course, the manga is actually a lot different than the anime. But I did like the ending for Pandora Hearts in the anime. I thought they could have done a little bit more. But it's actually a great anime. It's kind of like Alice in Wonderland. Number 4 had to be Mirai Nikki, which is also English for The Future Diary. That is actually a pretty kick-ass show, I must admit. I mean, it's about these 12 people that are in a survival game. It's kind of like the Hunger Games, but instead of, you know, just fighting each other in one battlefield, they actually use cell phones to find clues on the person's identity. Like, their identities are hidden until you uncover them, and once their identities are uncovered, you can actually kill them. And yeah, it's pretty much, you have to find out for yourself. If you watch Mirai Nikki, it is such an awesome anime, and I love the music for it. It's actually really nice. Also, I like Naruto. I haven't really gone through it recently. I actually like the old Naruto where Sasuke was in it. I'm not much of a Naruto Shippuden person. I like the old Naruto better. And yeah, that's pretty cool. I also like, oh yeah, by the way, Naruto is number 3. Number 2 will have to be Kirby Rapid Acha, the Kirby anime. I first started watching it, first when it came out. Well, not really, but I remember I was in Japan, and by the way guys, I lived in Japan for like 12 years, and so I was flipping through the channels early in the morning on a Saturday, and all of a sudden I came across a Japanese channel where they actually show Kirby, and I'm like, oh my god, Kirby has his own anime? I did not know that! And so I started watching Kirby ever since. So even though it wasn't dubbed, it was strictly English, there's no subtitles, I watched it and I understand what was going on. So it was actually a really cool anime. So the first time I watched Kirby was actually in Japanese, but I still understood what was going on even though I didn't understand the language. But my number 1 anime would have to be Soul Eater. I love Soul Eater. It's an awesome anime. I watched it maybe around 2009 and I freaking love it. I have all the DVD sets and I love it. I love Soul Eater. I love the music. The music is kick-ass. I love the atmosphere in it. It's kind of like a creepy anime, but yet it's also action-packed. There's like a lot of fighting, and I don't know. I just love it. I love the characters too. It's actually really funny as well. So it's a really awesome anime. So yeah.